Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's been a little bit. So as you can see, the map looks a little different from the last episode that I posted, and I do want to apologize because I built a lot of this in an episode that I did want to post and that I did film. However, there were problems with the audio and I could not re-record because I wasn't able to access any of the save files before I saved this at the end of recording what was supposed to be the previous episode. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play a quick time lapse of what I did in the episode with the corrupted audio, and I will also put a short description of what I was building. So now we could just continue with what I wanted to do for this episode already, and that is to really expand into Brooklyn. And as you can see, I already did part of it also in that recording where the audio got corrupted. I extended the yellow line deep into Brooklyn and past Prospect Park, and I also expanded the red and blue line. And then I did this with our A and C trains. I split the A train to go to Atlantic Avenue and Barclays Center, and I made the C train follow Fulton Street. And the reason why I did this is because Atlantic Avenue is going to be a really big hub. I wanted to have at least one blue line service connecting to Atlantic Avenue. So that's mostly all that we did for last episode. I wish I could show it to you because it was probably my favorite episode to film so far, but I think that this episode might top that even more because we are adding a new line and a new color to our subway map, and it is the existing 6th Avenue line as it's referred to in Manhattan. And if I pull up the actual MTA subway map, you can see that it's spread all over Brooklyn. And so I want to make at least part of each of those trunks and really have it go through downtown Brooklyn so that we can expand it into Manhattan. And so there's nothing left to do but to start building. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to build our B train. So our B train is going to be express with the Q here. And if you remember from some previous episodes, I already have the express track set up. So all we have to do for the B train is to build our first station here in Manhattan and then connect it up with the main Q line, and then we can just have it run express to Irvington Place for now. We might even extend, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend this a bit more, and as you can see, we have a whole bunch of money to do so. So let's get to building that real quick. Alright, and we were able to connect it up, and as per usual, I had to add a couple junctions and our crossover just so our trains can turn around properly, and now we are able to build our blueprints. And as you saw right before we built our blueprints, we practically made our money back whilst building this, which means that our system is working great and we are making a lot of money. And that is exactly what we need if we want to keep expanding at the rate that we are. So again, I'm gonna extend these lines down here and we'll be able to move on. And this is looking really good. I love the way that we're expanding, and I think that we should keep going with no signs of stopping. The next orange line that we're going to be building is our D train. So the D for now is going to run from DeKalb to somewhere down here in Brooklyn. It's going to go from DeKalb to Atlantic Ave and then down this way and then down kind of towards Coney Island here, which eventually will be where most of these trains terminate. Most of the services going down through Brooklyn will terminate here in Coney Island. And that's what I want to aim for soon, but right now we are just going to build our branch for the D train, which subsequently will actually give us our 2 other yellow line trains that we are missing. So let me build that big stretch of tracks. It will take a while, but I promise you, it'll be worth it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse. Oh boy, so as you can see, this intersection alone took a long time to build. I want to say at least 15 minutes. And the reason why I built it this way is because DeKalb Avenue Station in real life is known for having a ton of delays. And the reason why is because of all the interlining at the intersection in between DeKalb Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. So I wanted to build this with the least amount of interlining as possible so that we can minimize delays and minimize how much trains have to cross over each other. And so basically what I built here is an intersection where local trains on each branch, all they have to do is merge with each other, and the same thing for the express trains. And so on this side of DeKalb Avenue, what I'm going to do is build a series of junctions and a crossover just so trains can go in between the express and local tracks as they wish, because they can't do it here. So this portion is done, and this was the hardest bit, honestly. So I can add a crossover here, maybe a small junction here just in case, and then we can continue on with our D train and the rest of our yellow line trains. Alright, and we have this branch built just out to 36th Street for now, because this is where our D train and our 2 yellow line trains, which I think is the N and R, I want to say. I could be wrong. This is where they're gonna split. The D will go towards Coney Island. I think the N and R might go a different way. I think down 4th Avenue right here. And I think this is looking really good, actually. I'm really liking this a lot. And I just realized through all of that, I didn't have my game unpaused, so we weren't making any money. However, it's a good thing that we don't have our insufficient funds alert down here, which means that we're good to go. 1.5 billion, I thought it was going to be more. We're good on that front, so we're clear to build our blueprints once again. And now that everything is rebuilt, we're going to get everything connected back up again. So we're going to do our Q and our B first. And now that we have our Q and B connected back up, we can do our D train, and then we can connect up the 2 other yellow lines that we're missing. And a noob mistake. I didn't add my crossover or any junction. Classic noob mistake. I should have known better. That looks better. That looks like a proper turnaround point for our trains. And just like that, we were able to make our D train. Should have remembered to put the crossover, but we got it done, and we have 2 more lines to go. And actually, I lied. We already have our N train. The only line that we're missing is the W, and the W terminates at South Ferry. But right now, our N is terminating at South Ferry, and I think we should be fine with this for now. I don't think we need to overstress our system. We do have a long way to go, so there is no need to hurry. So we should be fine with this. And I am extremely happy with what we've done so far in this episode. Brooklyn is getting a lot more connections, but it's definitely still looking very empty. And the reason being is because we're missing one more pretty big line, and that is our F train. Now the F train is pretty different. The F splits off from the B, D, and I think it's the M in Manhattan, and it goes solo all the way from Manhattan pretty much to Coney Island without coming in contact or merging with another orange line. And so I think we just have to build that. I think the F, we're actually gonna make it pretty long. We're gonna have it run pretty equidistant to our Q and B. And so I think we should build it from Brooklyn up into the Lower East Side. So I think we can do that. And already as we start, as you can see, I'm trying to build this line elevated, but there is a random building in the middle of the road of McDonald Avenue, and I think that that's part of the actual Kings Highway station for the F train in real life. So this is technically station infrastructure. I'm not going to count it as part of demolishing a building, even though the game does, but either way, we're just going to continue. And again, as our tracks go underground, there is a building here in the middle of the road. Again, that's part of subway infrastructure in real life, so I'm not going to count it even though the game does. Now you might be wondering why I built the tracks like this around Ditmas Avenue, and the reason being is because I'm planning for the future. There will be another line that terminates here. I know in real life it terminates around Church Avenue, but I want it to terminate at Ditmas Avenue, and the main reason being is because even though Church Avenue has a lot of residential area around it, Ditmas Avenue has a lot as well, and actually I'd say even more. So I wanted to terminate here just so we can get extra service up to Ditmas Avenue, and I think the residents in this area would benefit from it instead of only having one line coming to Ditmas Avenue. Also, by the way, apologies if I'm mispronouncing the name of this station right here. So I wanted to build the tracks here first just because this is an elevated section. I wanted to make sure that we're good on this front, and it looks like we are, so we can continue our build. So, getting to this junction, I'm now realizing that it might be better and easier, for that matter, if we convert everything here to quad tracks. And the reason being is because this is going to be a big T intersection, and so what I need to do is I need to split this to be able to create an easy intersection right here, right after Hoyt Street with the A and C. So I think it will be best if I at least make this portion of track into quad tracks. So I'm gonna skip that so you don't have to watch that. I've done that plenty of times on this channel for all these videos. So I'm gonna skip that. You don't have to watch that. Let me do that real quick and then I will be right back. Okay. So as you can see, I rebuilt this with quad tracks, just so the F, the A, and the C can split without interfering with each other. I also built this last station for the F train before leaving Brooklyn. However, this I can already tell is going to be a spaghetti noodle of tracks, and it might be a headache, so I kind of just wanted to show you how long and how gruesome this is about to be. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the part 2 of this right here. Oh my. So as you might have just seen, that was a pain in the ass to build. Honestly, I was stuck on it for a while, and some of it off camera just to see if it would even work. So luckily, we got it done. We are able to reestablish the A and C trains to Brooklyn, and we are able to add our F train service as soon as we are done building into Lower Manhattan. It's a lot of building this episode, I'm telling you, but the progress is looking really, really good. I'm loving this. This is looking amazing. So let me finish the rest of our F train, re-input our lines, and then have our A and C service back into Brooklyn. And just like that, our system is looking like this. Oh my gosh, it's expanding quickly. I really want to thank you guys for supporting me through this, because if it weren't for you guys watching, I probably would have ended this like 3 episodes ago. So I'm definitely going to keep going with this. Again, apologies for the audio mishap for what was supposed to be last episode. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I think for the next episode, we might focus more on Queens and come back to Manhattan. I know I definitely said I wanted to extend the 7 a bit more into Queens, but we didn't get to that, so I definitely do want to do that. And who knows, we might even go up to the Bronx, because we have barely touched that at all. So I think that's going to be really important to do, and I think it's a good idea for what we should do in next episode. So again, thank you guys for watching. I haven't really been saying this, even though I probably should. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. It's free, why not? Just so you don't have to miss out on any new Subway Builder videos, especially for this month. We're gonna have a lot more coming out. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.